Hello.
Hello, everyone. It's Tarot for Kindness. This is our weekly get together where we do readings live over YouTube, live stream over YouTube. I'm Madam Pamita. It's me, and we have a great 3-for-1 today with James Devine and Gwen and me. We're going to rotate doing tarot readings. So we'll kind of just go around, and then I'll be announcing this in a little bit too. I'll be using my brand new, soon to be released Familiar Magic Pocket Oracle deck. I'll be doing readings with that. You will be doing...
I'll be doing numerology, and then maybe some tarot with the Morgan Greer.
Okay. I'll be doing tarot with the Kitten Chops Playful Heart Tarot. Buried underneath everything. Playful Heart Tarot is what I'll be using for tarot. This is what I'll be using for Oracle deck as the Familiar Magic Pocket Oracle, which is coming out at the end of July.
And I'm going to be using the B Tarot by Christopher Hughes. Ooh,
do you need an Oracle deck, girl?
Oh, not a tarot deck.
A tarot and an Oracle deck, because when someone else is doing tarot, you've got to do something.
Shit. Okay, yeah. Be right back.
Go to my chest of Oracle decks and you'll find something cool. Open that, what I'm saying? No, the black thing. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
I have a cabinet of Oracle. You'll find something great there. Anyway, let me explain to you what we're doing. Oh my gosh, he's saying in the other room. He just discovered the
treasure trove.
The Cave of Wonders. Yes. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing. Here, let me share and tell you what to do. How are we doing this? What are we doing? How can you get involved? Well, I'll tell you. All right, this is Tarot for Kindness. We meet here. We meet here. You can get a tarot reading and more from Madam Pamita and guests. You got double the fun. You're getting double the extras.
Yeah.
And you can help feed seniors in Ukraine. We do tarot readings live for $10 per tarot card on YouTube on Sundays after the Q&A or workshop around 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Our partners in Kyiv, Sobotin Harbor, provide 2 weeks worth of groceries for over 300 seniors each month, and you're part of what makes that possible. We also do a book and or deck giveaway each week, and this week we're going to be giving away everybody who gets a reading. This today will be eligible. You'll go on our wheel, and one of you will win Llewellyn's 2026 Sun Sign book. We'll mail it off to you. So simply go to youtube.com/Madam Pemi to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. You're already here. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell. Now, if you would like a reading, you can sit around and watch. No problem doing that. But if you'd like a reading, all you have to do is this. You're going to donate. You're going to comment. And then I want to tell you, if you add a supportive message for Ukraine, you'll get an extra tarot card as a bonus card. So leave a little.
What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you. So first, to donate, you can donate on Venmo, PayPal, or Super Chat. So if you want to go to Venmo, you can use that QR code, or you can go to madampamita.com/Venmo. If you want to pay via PayPal, you can go to that QR code or go to madampamita.com/PayPal. Or you can press that Super Chat button, which is you'll see the chat button down below, and next to it, you'll see this little dollar sign. Make a donation there. Your donation is $10 per card. So if you want a 1-card reading, it's $10. 2-card reading is $20. 3-card reading is $30, and so on. Now, once you have made your donation, whether it's on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat, come back over here to YouTube, post and chat on this live stream with your name, where you donated, how much you donated, your question. Also, if you want a numerology component, they should give month, day, year.
Yeah, month, birth date with the full year. So day, month, year.
Day, month, year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so me, 7/5/1964. That's what I would do. Okay, so you can add that as well if you'd like the numerology component added at no extra charge to your reading. If you would like that extra free bonus card, add a supportive message for Ukraine to get that free bonus card in your reading. It can be like sending peace and love to the people of Ukraine, sending wishes of victory and success to the people of Ukraine, putting a little blue heart and a yellow heart, which are the colors of the Ukrainian flag. Whatever you want to say a little supportive message. All of that energy, right,
Yeah.
is added to helping support them. I'm telling you, it works, putting those
So-
supportive messages. Exactly. After the last reading, everyone who got a reading is eligible for the giveaway. And the giveaway, one lucky winner will get a deck or book. This week, we're going to be giving away Llewellyn's 2026 Sun Sign book. And so, yeah, you can get that. You can win that. So that's all you have to do. That's it. That's all of it.
Yes.
What?
Good point.
So you can use that book. You might think 2026 is half over. You know what? Go back and look at what happened in January
Yes.
and all the stuff
Write
that's
it in.
happened
Yes.
January, February, March, April, May, and write it in
Yeah.
because you'll see the astrology, which is so cool
It
how
is.
it lines up.
It's
Yeah.
so true.
It's a great way to use older date books like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something here too. Look at this. This tells you all about, I'm going to tell you the information that comes in this book. And by the way, this is courtesy of Llewellyn. We're so grateful to them for giving these books for us to give away to you. So you find out all about the sun sign. So it's great for finding about yourself, but you can also look at friendship and love. Maybe
Mhm.
this is your partner or your kids or your friends. You can look them up as well and learn how that person is with love, how they are with work and money. If you have an employee or coworker or a boss, you can look at that. Struggles and growth for that sign and the year ahead, the eclipses, the big picture of the year ahead. We look at month by month, the moon cycles, the power days, days to watch for each month. It's got a lot of great information. So it's not only good for you, it's good for looking at loved ones and helping your loved ones or connecting with loved ones or people in your life. So great, useful resource.
Yes.
Okay, so we've already got a couple of readings. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Nina, then we have BG, then we have Evelyn, we have Dadina, Jessica, and Leslie. Okay, so if you'd like to get a reading in too, go ahead and make those donations, post those questions. If you want to post your birthday to get the numerology component, maybe you want to get
I could do a compatibility thing too with sun signs.
Oh, okay. So if you have either put your sun sign, and if it's about you and another person, their sun sign and your sun sign, or you can put your birthday down for a numerology part from Gwen. So do you want to do the first tarot reading, or do you want me to do the first tarot reading?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
All right.
I'm gonna do
I'm
tarot too.
switching. I'm going to use.
Yeah, we're gonna switch.
the I don't know how to pronounce it. Fyodor Pavlov Tarot,
Fyodor.
Theodore.
which is by a fabulous trans artist who is amazing, and
Nice.
it's one of the. Oh, it's unopened. You care? Is that all right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Cool.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
You're gonna have to shuffle them. So maybe you shouldn't go the
All
first
right.
tarot reading.
I'll go
So you have to
second.
shuffle.
Okay.
I'll do the first tarot reading. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So Nina has donated $20. So 2 cards. She's sending love to Ukraine, a little Ukrainian flag. You get that that extra bonus card. What messages do my spirit guides or ancestors have for me that perhaps I need to hear? Okay, let's take a look. So Nina, do you want to put your birth date or your compatibility with you? I know. Oh, there we go. Great. Thank
Which-
you.
I just need to give it 12/01, 1986.
Okay, great.
Got it.
Okay. All right, let's take a look here.
Great.
So 2 cards plus a bonus card. We've got so many decks out here on the table. Oh my
3
gosh.
people, 6 decks.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's got 2 decks. All right. Oh, I love it. So good. All right. So your first card is the 3 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles is about I think about harmonious cooperation. Where I mean, if you look at these little plants, or trees, I don't know, maybe they're trees, and the mycelium between them and how they're connected to one another. Above the ground, they look like three separate trees, but below the ground, you see the deep connection. They're holding hands. They're connected to each other. It's they're not isolated. They're not away from one another. So while you may be with other individuals, look deeper into that spiritual web of connection that we have and how you can send energy, you can send love, you can send healing, you can send happiness or whatever good intention you want along that network to heal, to help, to empower the loved ones in your life. So I think of this card on a very practical level because it is a practical Pentacles card, is about working cooperatively with others toward mutually beneficial goals. So how can maybe you bring that into your life right now? Is it volunteering for something? Is it starting a project and inviting others to help you with that project? Is it joining somebody else's project and assisting with that? It has this energy of building something that is beautiful and tangible. So I feel like there's tangible goals that can be achieved with cooperation with others and working along with others. The group will be harmonious. It'll be everyone bringing their gifts, talents, and skills to create something. And together you create something that is more than the sum of its parts, more than you could do on your own. So think about maybe as we're going into this next new month, what is it that you'd like to achieve? What goal would you like to achieve? And how can you do it alongside other people to make it a reality, to bring it into reality? Your second card is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, when that shows up, often people look at this card, they go, oh, it looks like a bad card. Even with the Rider-Waite Smith, people are like, oh, that looks like a scary card or a bad card. When this card shows up, I always get happy. I get really happy when I see Eight of Swords show up on my reading, because the message of Eight of Swords is that your perception is keeping you limited. The world is bigger, brighter, wider. There's more options, more possibilities than what you see right now. And if you are feeling trapped in some way, or you are feeling kind of confined in some way, the message of the Eight of Swords is like, no, you're not trapped. There's absolutely everything out there for you. So I think this is the card to get you out of pessimistic and small thinking. To get you out of that space where you're thinking, oh, this is all that this is the best it can be, right? Or I guess I can't hope for more. To get you out of that headspace and to get into space of thinking the good possibilities, all that can happen. What's the best that can happen, right?
Nice. I
What's
love
the
that.
best that can happen?
Yeah.
Third card that you have, your bonus card, is Nine of Pentacles. I see that as like enjoyment, pleasure, indulging in pleasurable things for yourself. Go look at this lady. She's living her best life out in a garden, enjoying it. The sun is shining, the flowers are blooming. She's like living her best life. So I think about what activities can you bring in? Now that it's summer, it's like, I'm sure there are things going on in your community that you are like, maybe weren't available during the winter time, right? So how can we go and like drink deeply from those like juicy experiences of things that we love, right?
Yeah.
Things that we love.
Yeah.
So so I think cooperation with others, working alongside others, getting outside of limited thinking blue sky, big open blue sky energy, and getting into enjoyable and pleasurable experiences. That's what they want you to know. What do you need to hear? That's what your spirit guides are telling you, right? They want you to know that that things are, that anything is possible for you. And they want you to enjoy your life. They want you to drink deeply of pleasure and joy and connect with others and create.
So interesting. Can I use these two to
Oh,
go
yeah,
off?
go ahead.
Because I was studying your numerology while Pam was reading that, and there's so much overlap between the cards and what your numbers say. So you're a Sag. So two of your gifts are truth and enthusiasm. And it's so interesting because you as a personality, 12-1, you're a 4 personality. That's like the outer shell that you present to the world. And that's the builder. And funny enough, you got the builder card. And so this is saying you need to build with others. Isn't it wild?
So cool.
The lower expression of the 4 energy is feeling confined, kind of like what Pam was saying. It's so interesting how they always resonate. It can be the 4 walls closing in. It can be like, feeling contained and small and having legal things and having like confinement, like the 4 walls, if you think that way. But the high resonance of the 4 energy, your personality, is the builder who creates. A lot of times 4s will like to see the work of their own hands. And so what this card is inviting you into with the builder energy is not only can you build something, but you can build it with others. Usually this card shows the builder, the architect, the vision of the blueprint, and the person it's being built for. So by including others in whatever you're building, it's gonna happen more easily. And you actually can resonate with this a lot. You're a 1 life path. So that means the entrepreneur, the original thinker, the magician, the visionary. So your job is to get a clear vision and blueprint of what it is that you want to build. You will feel satisfaction in initiating this, in leading it. You will be the architect who builds this thing. So with the Sag energy, you're going to want to explore. You're going to want to bring your enthusiasm to it. And by leaning into your 1 magician energy, that is what's going to allow you to go from vision to bringing it to tangible results. And I will say, even within both of these other cards, the 8 of Swords, this is negative thinking that may get in the way of you bringing those tangible results. So it's just by getting clarity, choosing 1 sword that is your truth, just like what Madame Pamita was saying. You choose the 1 sword that helps you with your magician energy of vision and clarity, and then you become this 9 of Pence, the independently wealthy, the 1 person, successful entrepreneur. You could do successful building in any way that you want. So that's my additional numerological.
So cool.
Thanks.
The oracle
So fun.
card that got pulled for you is really cute. And this is, I'm going to pull the Dream Song Oracle.
I love that deck. Oh my God, I
Cool.
love that deck. Yeah.
This says, get your brave on, girl.
Mhm.
Get your brave on.
Right.
So I think if you think about, like, one of the ways to look at this and to add to it is, it's time to, grow some oves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's action time.
Right? It's
Fire
action
horse
time.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire horse. You're a
Yeah.
fire element anyway. So this is a great year for Sages.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I also think that I know Nina is really creative.
Yeah.
So there's that like spark of creativity that you have, but it's really saying, your guides are saying to you, like, bring in other people, do things with other people. I think that
Mhm.
Yeah.
Collab.
that collaborations can keep you motivated so that you don't get burned out. You also have unique and interesting things that
Get
happen.
inspired by other artists.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can light the flame for your own creativity, because the 1 is also original,
Yeah.
1 of a kind. And
Yeah.
by seeing other artwork and other artists, I know I get inspired by other artists.
Yeah.
So
Same.
When I saw that first card you pulled, Pam, I saw I thought about the mycelium that
Yeah.
connects everyone
Yes.
together and everything together.
Yes.
And had you used the listening oil, you would have heard me say mycelium.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, that's where we get it from too. All the above.
I sprayed it in my ear and now I can't hear anything.
Oh my gosh. There is no listening oil yet.
But soon we'll be making some new recipes.
Yes, we will be making some new
And
recipes.
she'll be making that just for me.
a Jimbo exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Nina. Nina, you're going to be in Nina has crazy good luck. Like, she's won.
Wins every week.
She
Good.
wins. She's won, I think, more than anybody else has won, and won multiple times. And you see those wheels.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Love it.
Nina's a very, very lucky. And then one time, I was joking. Somebody won, but then they weren't in the it was the Q&A and they didn't show up to say that they wanted, like they stepped away from the keyboard. So we don't, if you don't answer and say that you want it, we, you know, we have to connect with you in some way, right? So we spun again. And I said, "Oh my God!" And Nina is always giving good energy and congratulations, and that's why she wins. And then she won again.
Well, we talked about it, right? Align your energy.
Yeah,
That's right.
Don't ever be jealous of someone who has what you want.
Celebrate them.
Celebrate them because it brings it into your.
Right.
Yeah. Nina said, "Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I know you." We're filling your bookshelf and your deck collection.
Every time you see someone using a deck, don't you go out and want to buy it?
Yes.
Sometimes if it's great.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Nina. Nina has been so consistent, being here almost every week and getting a reading and making those donations, and we're so incredibly grateful. So we're happy when you win. We're happy when everyone wins. All right, BG is next, and BG is a 1-card reading and sending that extra special message for Ukraine. So an extra additional card. Do you want to do it now?
Sure.
Okay. So I will be using my new deck, the Familiar Magic Pocket Oracle. Comes out the end of July. But you'll get a sneak preview with me doing a reading for you right now. So $10 donation on PayPal, hoping all in Ukraine stay safe. My question: will my friend Jay stop being distant with me? Reached out and missed talking to him. All right, let's take a look at that.
Do we know the sun sign of Jay and the querent?
There we go.
Okay, sorry.
Virgo sun and Sagittarius sun.
And then friend is Sagittarius. Okay, gotcha.
Virgo Sag.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh. The Love Witch can read my mind, I swear.
Where?
The Love Witch can read my mind. It's good. Oh no, wait. I'm reading the question.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. All right. 2 cards. Okay, this is really clear to me.
Yeah.
So the first card that you got was the 2 of Swords. And this is, you see in this deck how it's depicted with those swords at like a square, like a right angle to each other. So this looks like there was some kind of mental conflict, some kind of mental choice, some kind of, intellectual difference that caused a little bit of something that happened. But the second card you got, look at that. It's the 2 of Cups.
Aww.
Oh, look at those 2. And tell me if that's not you too, being friends again.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, what I'm seeing is there's something maybe for you to give up being right about. There's something for you to, be real about, or to understand about the other person, or for him to understand that of you. And so there's something that is that locked swords kind of energy. But ultimately, fabulous. Yeah. So
I love this. It's funny. It's so funny you pulled in from that imagery, Jim, because that's exactly where your sun signs are at too. You're at 90 degrees, which is traditionally it's conflict. But the way that I look at it is that you are like oil and water. You're never really going to understand each other. You're coming from totally different places mentally, which is what this card shows. But as a combination, you really work, just like oil and vinegar. Yeah. So exactly like that. So the thing is that your hearts are aligned, but mentally you couldn't be more different. So the way that works is that if you're in a room, you're going to be grinding gears head to head. And what you need to do is find a common aligned purpose or focus. Shoulder to shoulder, you really work. So finding that outside external third focus, whether it's a thing that you like to do together, whether it's a common philosophy, values, mental like horizon line, head to head, you grind gears. You'll be friction. I'm like this with my brother. We're 90 degrees separate. So grinding gears head to head, shoulder to shoulder, you're double power. So find that third external thing that you can align shoulder to shoulder on, and you'll start going down the same road instead of head on.
Yeah,
That's-
I love that.
Yeah, it's good.
This is, you don't mention if your friend, it's a friendship or romantic partnership, but the card that I pulled from you from the Familiar Magic Pocket Oracle is the romance card. And so whether it's a romance or a bromance or a
Friend.
romance,
Yeah.
Romance.
romance, a
I
Friendship.
really love
friendship.
your fro.
I love you, Fro.
What's up, fro?
Romance is a friendship romance.
Oh, I know.
But
Opposite
if you
of
if you
enemy.
have beautiful curls, let them
Let
go.
'em-
Let,
let 'em go,
let your curls shine. Anyway, so it says romance and it says hummingbird and honeysuckle. So if you want to do some, I would say if you wanted to do some magic, you need to bring sweetness to this relationship and bring, he's a friend I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a part of this that it needs that sweetness, right? And so I would do sweetening spells, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the immediate thing that comes to mind, especially with someone who maybe you're like, you are already further down the road and you want to get them to be like at the same place with things, whether that is reconciling over some disagreement or that friendship or even that romance. I would start doing a sweetening spell on him. I love a honey jar spell. We used to date, currently friends. Yeah, I think a sweetening spell would be good, especially for someone that where you're, like I said, you're a little bit further down the road than them and you want them to catch up. So do a sweetening spell on him, especially stubborn people and stubborn situations can be really, really helpful. So there's a honey jar kit available at madampamita.com or at parlorwonders.com that has everything you need. You can also go to YouTube and look up Madame Pamita honey jar, and there's a honey jar video that shows you how to make a honey jar. So you could do your own honey jar spell. You can get a spell kit and just have everything you need. But why I like a honey jar, you know what? This is like my axe to grind right now is how social media takes things that have been working tried and true and to get clicks. Honey jar. I saw the kid on Parlor Wonders.
Yep.
Excellent.
And we're using local Sonoran desert honey.
Love
That
Magical.
Paying a
Mag-
little bit for, but it's worth it, and
Oh,
it's
magical.
so awesome.
Magical. So one of the things that I think is like you'll see things like I've seen way, you know, I kind of do a big eye roll because before social media, people actually learned about spells either from a teacher or they learned them from books and they would try them and they would work with them and they'd use them, right? Now you get people going online and saying things to get clicks, like they'll say honey jars don't work, right? Or they'll say, I've seen some crazy things, like I don't know, all kinds of crazy things, but I've heard more than one person parroting, and it really is, I can see that it's parroting because I've been around long enough to know that this has only shown up in like the last 5 years. It's social media, right? If nobody said anything before in the decades of magic that I've been practicing before, and decades, lots of decades, plural,
Same.
nobody was saying anything about honey jars. And then all of a sudden in the last 5 years, people are like, honey jars are too slow. Honey jars slow things down. No, they don't. It is not a spell for speed. It is a spell for sweetening. And sometimes you need to work on something more than once. And that's why a honey jar works. Because if you have a stubborn person or you have a situation where you guys had an argument, healing has to happen. And you can, if you do a reconciliation and you bring that person back in, but you don't do the work, the underlying work to sweeten that person towards you, then guess what? You end up with a situation where you go back, you argue again, and then you break up again.
Right.
So I am the person that says, be patient with your work and do the work that is appropriate. And in this case, sweetening spells, I would work with honeysuckle. We have honeysuckle at
Yeah.
Parlor Wonders and madampamita.com. I would add that, or even if you order the honey jar spell kit, you can request honeysuckle. It's not going to be automatically a part of your spell work, but they could sub out
Yeah.
one of the herbs. If you put that in the note, say, hey, I'd like to make sure that I get honeysuckle, or you can buy the jar of honeysuckle if
Yeah.
you want to do that,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do. But get that sweetening to turn this to sweeten the feelings. And you've got a little bit of an uphill. This isn't somebody that is a friend only and then we're turning this into romance. That is a challenge in and of itself, but can be done. But you now have another thing. You have a relationship that went from relationship to friendship. So now you've got to rebuild it back into romantic relationship if that's what
Or
you're
into
aiming
good
for,
friendship too.
or
Yeah,
into
either
good
way.
friendship. But if you are wanting to make it go in that direction, then you have a little bit of an uphill because you've already were there and he pulled back from that.
Right.
You also have the extra added challenge of that there's been an argument or a separation or you're not talking right now. So you're trying to get that talk to me energy going. And so you this is why something like a honey jar is perfect for this, because you have many levels that you need to like sweeten this person and get them to turn that cruise ship around. You do not turn a cruise ship around the same way you turn a skateboard around.
Right.
It is not going to be a pivot. It is going to be a process. And so with that in mind, know that the spell work you're doing is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
And if you have that in your mind as you're going into it, you know that you want to invest in this relationship, that you're going to work on it. It may take weeks, it may even take months, but it's worth it if you get to the end of the marathon.
Yeah.
And that's what you're aiming for. And this is the magical work that you can do to supplement that. But I do see with this card showing up that that's possible to have that. It would not come up out of all of these cards, 44 cards. That's the card that came up for you. And it's addressing that in
And here
particular.
too.
And Two of Cups
Two
too,
of Cups,
right?
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't even put it beyond the realm of possibility that you guys get back together again.
Yeah.
But just know that you've got to like untangle some things and you've got to work on some things. So keep your slow and steady wins the race mentality.
Mhm.
You're the Virgo. You can do this.
Yeah, and stay in
You can-
heart energy instead of mind energy, because
Yeah.
mind energy, the Two of Swords, is standstill, and the heart energy is where the two of you connect. So
Yeah.
if you can stay in that,
I think this can feel awkward, right?
Yeah.
That Two of Swords
Yeah.
can be like, maybe there wasn't any big thing, but there's some awkwardness underneath, or there's some
Right.
weirdness of like, we were dating, we want to be friends, I still like him, da da da. So it can feel a little bit awkward,
Yeah.
and I think that's something to also think about. And the honey jar,
Can
think
smooth
about
that
how
over.
honey is like a salve, a healing
Yes.
balm, and a
Yeah.
healing salve for
Yes.
both of you.
totally.
Yeah, I love this idea.
I love
You're
it too.
genius, Pam.
Huh.
Madam Pamita.
That's the right answer.
Well, you know what? You are genius, and I love that you asked this question
Yeah.
about reconciliation and
Yeah.
about friendship. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's
It is.
lovely. Yeah. Thanks, BG.
It's
Thank you.
there.
Thank
Two of
you.
Cups.
BG's coming on the regular too. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your donation. All right, Evelyn is next.
Ooh.
You'll do the tarot card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do tarot and numeral? Well,
If
let's
you
see.
want.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
if
Evelyn's my mom's name, so I want to do special treatment.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And a message for Ukraine, PayPal for Ukraine. Thank you with a heart. All right, Evelyn, your question and your birthday, if you want to get that in. Speaking of moms,
Yeah.
having some mom anxiety, especially with my son's camping trip this week in middle school quickly approaching. Aw. All right.
Oh, wow. 3/15/1986, Pisces. Okay. So I'll do the shuffle first with the tarot deck, and then we'll get into the numerology after that. Please give me information for Evelyn.
Having some mom anxiety, and that was a 3-card reading. It's 2
Okay.
cards plus the bonus.
Okay. Son's camping trip. Please give us information for Evelyn. I'm gonna do. Okay. What I'm getting first card out is Magician in reverse. So this is saying to me, the immediate thing I read off of this is don't overthink it. This is, don't create false things. This is saying don't manifest things in terms of fear, in terms of giving whatever attention you have, don't put it to negative things that can go wrong. Put it towards creating the good time. Like put it towards thinking of what a great time he's going to have. You know, envision the truth of what your son's trip is, that he's safe. You can do spell work to protect him, and put it towards what you want to see for him versus what you don't want to see for him. So Magician in the reverse is saying don't manifest negative things, create the storyline and the thoughts and the feelings for your son that you want him to have. This is World is your second card. This is a card of freedom and completion. So this is acknowledging the freedom and the liberation and the fun that he's going to feel by going on this camping trip. It's also saying you can feel more free by letting go of this. This is a completion of a story. This is, you know, letting the celestial bodies protect and have this containment for that freedom and liberation, having his best life. And then this is Eight of Cups in the reverse, is saying that there's a certain amount of, by walking away and letting go of this, you're resisting letting him go and walk his own path. There's whenever I see cards in reverse, I see a fear, doubt, or resistance to letting go. Of course, you're his mom. Of course, you will always feel protective. Of course, you will always want him to be connected to you. But there is the strength in letting go, especially with this World card of feeling liberated. Both you and he will feel liberation by being able to let him walk away, but also knowing that he can come back. So I would say by envisioning with the Magician, not the negative outcome that you're fearful about or things that could go wrong, but put that energy towards creation of the good outcome that you want for him, the vision of him having the fun, liberated time. And then he comes back to you whole and free and happy. And this is also the card of victory and success. So if anything, that's also the laurel wreath there, is saying it's going to be a victorious trip of freedom. Then also with your numerology 31586, your Pisces 31586 Pisces energy. Oh, of course, you're a 9. You're a 9 personality. So 9s resonate. They adopt the other person's energy and they vibrate that energy. So whatever your son's number is, when you're around him, you amplify his energy. So you feel on a deep level. 9s are very poetic and diplomatic, and they're like the peacemakers of the numbers. So you always will amplify your son's energy. And let me see what else you are life path wise. 9, 6. You're a 6 life path. So you very much are centered in the family. That's where you root. That's where you're comfortable, you're satisfied. That is honeybee energy. If you think of the hive, you're sort of like the queen bee. Your 6 energy. 6 is all about family, the hive. So the definition of your identity is someone who's very loving, connected to their family, and 9s, you amplify others' energy. So in some ways, getting rooted in your own energy is also going to help you with letting your son have that wonderful time, sending him that good vision. But yeah, you're very much like a great mother with the 6 energy. With the 9, you really pour a lot of your energy into others. So dream of the good time that he's going to have, and that will help.
The oracle card I got is Tend the Roots of Reciprocity, which seemed a little bit abstract to me, but then I read in the book and it says, to you, reconcile love and fear, strike a balance between logic and emotion. This balance encourages reciprocity and engenders healthy relationships with self and other. Take stock of where you are entwined in healthy interdependence and where you are not. This is a time for tending the roots of reciprocity.
Love.
So it's kind of amazing. I love how
it works.
You know, I also think like going to camp and going to school, you want to get into, and especially with that magician card, thinking about all of the good things that these could bring to his life.
Yeah.
Amazing friends in his life, widening his world and bringing new interests and hobbies into his life, whether it's camp or school, helping him to find his own confidence, right? So I want you to focus on, like, when we talk about like what is the best that could happen, really what you want to get into, that
Yeah.
thinking about what is the best that can happen from him going to camp.
Yeah.
What are the, like, developing new friends, feeling a sense of confidence, doing that. That's going to be so good.
Totally.
Look what I see as your card that I pulled from the Familiar Pocket Oracle. It's the tortoise,
Aw.
persistence,
Mhm.
carnation. I think part of what you're feeling is the fear of, like, I'm losing my son, I'm losing my baby. This is not going to be a fast path anyway. It's not like he's going to be off. And you are seeing him slowly progress. But think about where you want him to be going. We want our kids to have healthy self esteem. We want them to have good friends in their life. We want them to have a sense of accomplishment. And the things that stretch him slowly and safely in such a safe and beautiful way
Mhm.
are going to be the things that um, that he gets out of this experience, right? Like, you learn to, like, be able to be away from home for a few nights, right?
Mhm.
That's a big step in a
Yeah.
kid's
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
right? To be able to know that you're safe and all is well, and that you've got new friends and people around you that are interested in the things that you're interested in, and you have shared common interests. This is so good. So, oh my gosh, he's obsessed with turtles.
That is such a mother symbol. It's like Mother Earth and
Yeah.
protective shell.
Oh yeah, and then he's got that shell, the
Yeah,
protective
protective
shell.
shell.
So I don't think, for you, Evelyn, he's not going to be going, um, he's not going to be running away from you or rejecting you. I would wish for him that he has the most amazing time.
Mhm.
I think it would be really good. I know you are very magical, and I know you're raising a magical kid. Like, your kid's super magical. So for the two of you to sort of do a little shared vision about what you would like to gain, what would
Yeah.
you like to gain out of going to camp? Then you're projecting for him, like, helping him to do manifestation, where you're like, if he'd like to say, I'd like to make new friends, I'd like to find somebody who's into turtles, I'd like to see turtles in the wild, or whatever it is, to get to that place. Like, I like, if my kids were into, like, back in those days, they were really into Pokemon, like, that they find a friend that also likes Pokemon, and
Mhm.
that they can talk and my kids used to make their own Pokemon cards, which are really fun. I
So
still
great.
sometimes find them around in their stuff, but they're big. They're in their 20s now, but, like, it kind of makes me laugh. Like, they made their own Pokemon cards because they're those super rare ones. They would make the rare ones themselves. Pencil
So
on paper.
cool.
So, like, like, think about, like, the things that the camp offers, like, like, ask him to get also invested in that camp, so
Mhm.
that he sees, like, all the possibilities and envisions all that bright, beautiful possibilities of camp and the new school. New school can be like, ooh, there's, like, middle school, you get teachers for different subjects, you get new friends. Your old friends are going to go along with you, but you're going to get some new friends, all of those things. He's tent camping with, oh, no, oh, okay. So he's going tent camping with his dad. No idea who or what will be around. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So maybe this is, I thought it was going to a camp. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
So this is time for him to bond with his dad. This is time for them to have adventures together. So this can be, like, help him to see, like, this could be a really sweet time, and a time for him to have that relationship and build that relationship with his dad, which, even if you're not getting along with his dad, you still want him to have a
For sure.
great
Yeah.
relationship
Part of
with
his
his dad.
identity.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good for him.
exactly. Exactly.
and
To feel loved by all the important adults in his life, including his dad.
absolutely. I just thought of something else that might be good for you, Evelyn, is you can get a set of 2 things, whether there's 2 turtles, 2 stones, 2 of whatever it is, and give one to him so he can take it on his trip. And then it can be a reassurance for you, like you can hold it and he can also touch it if he misses you or he needs to call in your energy. So like 2 things that, maybe it's rose quartz, maybe it's a grounding stone, I don't know, or 2 things, you'll know what symbolizes you and him, or 2 fun things, and he can take one with him and just say, when you're thinking of me, you can touch it, or if you need me to be with you, you can hold it, whatever. And same for you, you can, know
so
that
good.
he's with you.
Yeah. I especially like that it's kind of like a secret thing. It can
Yeah.
just, for everyone else, it's just like
That's
his
right.
special rock.
It's nobody else's. Yeah, it's just between you and him. And it's sort of like that connection bond that can't really be broken, even if there's distance. Both of you are energetically communicating.
Yeah. It's good for him to have that and know that you're psychically linked to him. Well, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And you'll be also in the drawing for the Llewellyn's 2026 Sun Sign book. So stick around to the end, or make sure if you're one of the ones in the early part and you don't want to stick around to the end, make sure to go back and watch the recording to see if you want, because we've had people take off and then we never hear from them. They don't get their thing. So don't let that be you.
Yeah.
Don't let that be you. All right. Our next one is Dadina. Then we have Jessica. Then we have Leslie. Then we have Carol. If you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is check out in the chat below. There's links for you to make a donation. Make your donation on PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat. Once you've made your donation, come back over here. Let us know how much you donated, where you donated, what your question is. If you put a supportive message for Ukraine, you will get an extra bonus tarot card. And if you want a numerology reading or an astrology reading from Gwen, you can throw in your birth date, or you can throw in your sun sign and the other person's sun sign if it's about you. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Jadina.
Aries. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And a March Aries.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fun.
I'm the 29th.
Okay, so am I doing the tarot?
You're doing the tarot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I have cross love conditions? And if so, how can I fix them? I sent 40 via Venmo. I hope Ukraine has a swift victory. Thank you so much. So 5-card reading. We'll take a look. This is a great way to get that information to see what is going on. All right. So I'm going to move your cards over there so I have a little room so I can shuffle. And then we'll take a look at the tarot, and then we'll look at the other information. Oh, okay. This is super interesting. I do not see cross conditions, but I do see some adjustment that's necessary. So I think this is an interesting thing to point out. Why are you laughing?
Because already the cards are aligned.
Yeah.
The energy fields are real. The cards have aligned. The first sentence, Madame Pavia says out of her mouth, and I'm like, oh my gosh. You'll see at the end.
Okay. So in this situation, I'm going to show you all the cards, but in this situation, I think there's something that we need to have a big picture of something. Every person that is in a lasting relationship has, not everybody, but vast majority has a string of failed relationships behind them. That's everybody's story. Mm-hmm. So a failed relationship is really not a failure. A failed relationship is an experiment that you're like, this isn't quite right. It isn't quite meshing. It isn't quite working. And so then you go on to the next relationship, right? Or maybe you even have relationships that haven't even manifested. That's not a failure. It is a step leading you to the relationship
Right.
that is going to be the lasting relationship. If lasting relationship is what you're wanting, which I'm guessing that you do. This is why I say that, because there are two things. I'm going to show the first two cards. We've got Page of Cups and we have Two of Pentacles, right? Let's talk about Page of Cups. Here, Page of Cups. I love this Page of Cups so much. It's this little girl. She's listening to the stereo. It's a little gramophone, actually. And she's got like a picture of her favorite band up there. I kind of think it's like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Right. And she's listening and she's like, oh, you know, George is my favorite Beatle. That was my sister's favorite Beatle.
My favorite Beatle.
He is my favorite Beatle too. You know, it's like, there's a, with pages and with the cups, we have a sense of not maybe being a bit in fantasy, maybe being in a bit of like, I mean, I can remember for me, it wasn't the Beatles, it was David Bowie when I was 15.
Oh.
And I was like, David Bowie, we would fall in love, we would be perfect partners, no, we would not be. But in my 15-year-old mind, we would be. Plus, he was way older than me. It was weird, right? But anyway, so what I think of is that there's this like fantasy, and I am getting this sense that because of the fantasy, you are not seeing the possibilities that are in front of you. Here, you have this oracle card that came up, Explore True Abundance. That tells me there are plenty of potential partners around you. I have a turntable and vinyl. I love it.
I love it.
So, so with that being said, the Two of Pentacles is bringing you back down to earth into the reality that there is a partnership that is available to you, a partnership that is really grounded and long lasting and beautiful and sincere. But I think you're perhaps still like having the head in the clouds, or having, I would say maybe having a picker that isn't at this moment in time is picking maybe the unattainable. I mean, honestly, I could say like this little girl is looking at those, whatever, if it's BTS or the Beatles or whoever, she's like going, oh, this is my dream person. But I have a Pisces and Venus, a Venus and Pisces, a Pisces Venus.
Nice.
So I think there's that tendency to build up somebody into a fantasy of who you want them to be, and then maybe that gets shattered or removed, or maybe it's going after people who are not really, honestly, there to be in a relationship. Let's talk about this for a second. What your goal is to have a partner and have like a life partner, somebody, you need to look for somebody who is a team player.
Yeah.
And someone will show you pretty early on if they're a team player. The team player looks out for the two of you versus looking out for themselves. They look out for what's good for us, not what's good for me. You'll meet plenty of solo players out there. Believe me, you'll meet plenty of solo players. It's like, oh, you complete me. When someone says you complete me, they're thinking about themselves. They're saying, I'm taking from you to complete myself. What is in it for you? There's nothing in it for you in that statement. You are a piece of my puzzle that's completing me.
I'm so happy to be a piece of you, to just be a piece.
And that is not a team player. That is not. So as cute and romantic as that might sound, it is not a thing you're looking for. You're looking for somebody who's like, what this is what I get from you, but this is what I give to you. Right? That's looking at the two of you as a team, as a partnership that you two that they want to build you up so that you two can attain together. Right? So I think that's where this little disconnect has come in, is that maybe you're looking at people without the glasses of looking for the team player. The team player is that, oh my gosh, this is almost like glasses, isn't it? Look at that. But the team player is out there. We have the Two of Cups showing up for you, which is the two little dolphins. And here's what I'm seeing here, which is Page of Pentacles. You've got to turn that Page of Cups and bring in a little more of that earthy energy. You're very dreamy, Piscean energy, all that water and dreaminess. We need to get practical. And so start by, I would even say, dreamy Pisces may be in that fantasy of like, I want it to be like this meet cute. I want it to be like in the Hallmark movies. I want it to be like that. But what the Page of Pentacles is getting to is like, you need to take practical steps to make that happen. You can go online dating. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I think water signs have a hard time with online dating. I'm a water sign. Would you say, yeah, online dating is too fast for me?
She's an Aries.
Oh, she's Aries?
Right.
Why did I say Pisces?
Venus and Pisces.
Oh, Venus and Pisces. Okay. So you may be impatient about like, why isn't it happening fast enough? Or why isn't this person? I know I'm reading an Aries. I know.
I got your back, girl. No, this is correct.
So with that energy of, it was Evelyn that was the Pisces. That's right. So with that energy of like, having that, so that brings it to another place. If you're Aries, you may be like, well, if it isn't happening this right instantly, then I'm taking off, right? Right?
Yes.
If it isn't on right in the beginning, then I'm out of here, right? So I think what you want to do is to bring in a little more grounded energy with Page of Pentacles, which is to take it a little bit slower. But there's also a practical element to Page of Pentacles, which is to like, I would almost reverse engineer the relationship that you want. So whether it's like my strategy, like to be a little strategic about it and say, my strategy is I'm going to go online. And that's my strategy. And if I'm going online, this is great for an Aries. I'm going to make it a numbers game. I'm going to go on 4 dates a week, right? Or I'm going to go on 4 dates a week, 4 dates a month, or 6 dates a month. I'm just going to go out and meet people, because the faster you move through those numbers, the faster you get to a quality person, right?
Dina, did you and I both think the same thing? Oh, 4 dates a week would be fine.
If online dating,
I know.
if online dating isn't for you, and it's not for everyone, although I do find that air signs and fire signs just are like, they're fine with it, right?
I'm fine with it. I met my husband,
the love of his life. Yeah, I met the love of his life,
and Richard before that.
Yeah,
back when the internet was new.
Yeah. So oh, I'm on Tinder right now. Great. All right. So
Perfect
then what you need to know is this. If you are open to online dating, which I think is a great thing for air signs and fire signs, or people that have a lot of air and fire in their chart, because you can move through quickly and you don't have to like wait around. So what you're doing is then doing a numbers game. Think about this. People go, oh my gosh, I have to go on so many dates. Yeah, you have to go on so many dates because this is how you're meeting people. If you think back to like when you were young in high school or in college, you were around a whole pool of potential partners, right? And not only that, but you didn't like date every person that was in front of your face, right?
No.
You were kind of like getting to know them and like going, this one not so much, this one, ooh, I like, right? So what you're trying to do with online dating is get to that numbers game. Instead of having hundreds of potential partners around you like you do in these situations, you have to create that energy by actually making the effort and going out on dates and meeting different people, so that you can go, is there a spark or is there no spark? And if there's no spark, next, here we go, right? So I think if you get out of the impatience of like, I've got to find that person and they have to be the first one I'm dating. If you get out of that impatience and going, it's just a numbers game and I just have to move through the numbers. If I date 20 people or 30 people or 40 or 50, whatever number you set to go on that number of dates can help you with the mentality of knowing that it's like, those aren't failures. You are not cursed. You're just on your path, and that's the path to get to the romance and to the person that is a match for you. But it's purely a numbers game, right?
Can I?
Yeah, throw something in.
So read what this says, Pam. It says,
I can't. You're shaking.
Craft your focus.
Oh my gosh.
I pulled this at the same time Pam pulled her cards.
Yeah.
So what do you think this means? This is like, change your perspective on what you're seeing. what I thought of just now is this. You said they're canceling the dates.
Oh.
Okay. Here is the thing that Dadina needs to know 100%. In YouTube, tell me if you think this is true. Those guys canceling dates with you has 100% zero to do with you.
Oh, 100%.
It has 100% to do with them. That is
they're
their
not
drama.
ready. They're not ready.
Their
to show
bullshit.
Up.
You're actually, I think this is a good sign. Guys canceling on dates means the wrong person. You're not going to meet the wrong person.
Yeah. They're taking themselves out of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for my spirit is pre-filtering the bullshit out. And so craft your focus. That means be powerful in creating the meaning that you're putting on things that are neutral.
Yeah.
That is one of the biggest things you can do to be a witch and to do magic is look at that and say, I don't know why they canceled. I might think, so I'm going to talk about myself. I think they canceled because I'm losing my hair, right? Because they don't like bald guys. I'm like getting older. That's a made up bullshit about whatever I'm not insecure about my hair, but if I was, right?
Yeah.
That would be my made up bullshit. And both of these would be trying to convince me, Jim, you're such a good looking guy. You're so loving. You're so, right? And I would just hear blah, 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 right? So it really is my powerful shift is, yeah, I totally deserve to be loved, find love in the way that I want to be loved.
Yeah.
And when I shifted that vision, I mean, it really, really, really worked. So that's what I'm really excited for you to do. And I'm super excited to hear what
Wait, I want to throw one more thing.
Please,
Before
go
Frank
ahead.
goes. This is the other thing. The universe has your back. And your spirit guides are keeping those doors shut so you don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Any guy that is canceling the date is a guy that is not accountable, not reliable. You're not wasting your time with guys that are flaky.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
Like that is the universe and your spirit guides keeping that door shut because what you want is down the hallway. It's not behind this door. So
every canceled date means you go on a date with yourself to remind yourself how much you must love yourself.
Yes.
That is a self-love date.
Amen.
And you're like, oh, I get to go on a self-love date.
Yes,
instead.
100%.
Okay,
in fact, that leads me into where I get a lot of playful energy off of playful and youthful energy off of you. And you being an Aries, you are action related, you're fire related. So even Pam's cards that came out and what Jim is saying about craft your focus, I get the sense that you're going to find love through doing playful, youthful activities. Like that's how you're going to connect with the person who's right for you. You have, it's really interesting. The Two of Pentacles that Pam was talking about, that can a lot of times be like playful, youthful energy. Like, watch me do this. Watch me keep 10 balls in the air while I have fun with it. So I think group activities or things that you find are like playmates. And that may have been some of the difficulty that you found too, is that you found more of playmates. You actually have one energy, which your personality is Aries energy. It's also Magician energy. It can be lone wolf energy. I can relate to that too. I have a one personality also. So sometimes it can be lone wolf, but it's also leadership energy. And with your Venus in Pisces, you are the teacher to Pisces. So if you're comfortable being in the teacher role, a Pisces could be a student to you, and that's something that would naturally work for you. You have a 4 life path.
Fire.
Yeah, lots of fire. You're initiating, enthusiastic, playful, starting. Like you like to take action and get it done. So I would say do something active on your dates. And then also you have 4 life path numbers. So you're a builder. So I would say approach it with like a playful, youthful mindset. Go in with playmate energy, but also in your mind be thinking like, what am I building? What am I going to create with this other person? Because that way you may be able to turn like playmate energy into something that you're building together. And actually, I think the best energy for you would be to do something that you think is fun and that you have that like fantasy, youthful, playful energy with, but that you're like building something together. So if you can actually go take tangible action to like, I don't know, volunteer at some place that builds things, or like create something with clay together where you're building something with this playful person. And like Jim said too, if they are flaking, they're not action people. You're about action, Aries. So you need to be doing something that is an activity, literally, that is playful and fun, where you're actually building something. And
Someone
that's
who will meet you on the squash court.
100%. 100%. So that's
Pickleball.
yeah.
Someone who will
Fun,
pickle your balls.
fun
What?
and action. Fun and action are your words for love.
Oh my gosh. Well, I and you know, your question was, is there your cross conditions? I don't see it, not even one iota.
No.
I just really see it as like, this is, you know, the doors are closed because
They're not ready.
they're leading you to the guy.
Yeah.
They're leading you
Yeah.
to the one, right?
You're going to need someone who can
Fun. Keep
match
up.
you
Who can
and
match
Keep
you.
up
Yeah.
with you.
So that's, most men are socialized to be weenies in our world, and most straight privileged guys are not socialized to be introspective and thoughtful and connected to their feelings, just because of our socialization, right? Because of our society. So most guys are not going to be able to match you. They're not built for you.
Yeah.
So this is why I think that's happening.
Yeah.
We powerful witch women need a particular type of person,
True.
right?
And you might meet them out in the world, being in activity. Like if you, I don't know, if you play volleyball or whatever you do that's active, sometimes you're wearing your Aries helmet and you're in your like fire attractive
Sag
energy.
rising,
Yeah, man. So you'll be like a firefly attracting when you're in action.
Yeah.
And having fun, being playful, enthusiastic, all those things
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
featured.
That's so fun. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, great to read for you, Dadina. Thank you so much. We have Jessica, then we have Leslie, then we have Carol. If you'd like to get a reading, all you have to do is make a donation on Venmo, PayPal, and Super Chat, or Super Chat, not all three. And then let us know where you donated, how much you donated. Let us know what your question is. Put a supportive message for Ukraine if you'd like a bonus card, and also your birthday information or your sun sign information if you'd like some extra numerology or astrology. All right. Oh my gosh, so sweet. Oh, so sweet. What a great donation. $88 on PayPal. I'm going to round it up to 9 cards, and I know you're going to put a
that sounds
message.
good.
Yeah, she always puts an extra for the
Nice.
PayPal fees. Summer's always rough. Illness, illness, chronic illness, burnout. What's the root cause? How can I fix it? Oh, I'm sorry. Praying for Ukraine every day. Yeah, and then Jessica, if you want to put your birthday information up, then we can add that in. So I'm gonna do a oracle card. You're gonna
Yep.
do 9-card reading.
Yep.
Okay.
Here, do you want to switch spots?
No, 10-card reading because she put the.
Do you wanna
message.
Oh
switch
yeah,
spots?
10 cards. Okay, great. No, I
Okay.
know exactly what I'm going to do for
Okay,
her.
Okay.
beautiful.
All right.
All right.
Just let me know. if it
What is
updates.
going on with the
I can't
summertime
do it. It's a love witch.
illness?
At the birthday.
Yeah, like, or if it just
Oh yeah,
pops up, let
show.
me know.
Oh no, the love it. She'll look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Witch will pop it up. The birthday when it comes up
Okay, so-
from Jessica.
All right, I'm going to do the divine hand spread for you, which is really helpful to understand stuff that's going on related to the planetary energies in your life. So I always start with Jupiter, which is your index finger. So where's the direction going? What's the Jupiter of the situation? And you have the Page of Wands. So the energy, the leader energy, or like what is the root of this, is this Page of Wands energy, which is the child of fire, the child of transformation. So that summers, that tells me that in the leader, this is intended to do, what is intended to happen, the fortune of this is a time of rejuvenation. This is a time of transformation, and a time of looking at that from a childlike perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget to add your year of birth also. So February 15th,
Okay.
Aquarius, Sun and Moon. But what's your year of birth so that we can get your so Gwen can get your number correctly. What is the structure? The structure is the Empress. So the Empress is you embracing your energy, and I'm assuming feminine energy. So the Empress is about, embracing that feminine aspect of you, that feminine energy. I mean, look at that. That card is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And this is everything that is. So that is the Saturn. That's the middle finger. That's the structure of how to build upon this transformation that you're going through, is embrace the femininity of what's happening. Your identity. So this 1988 is her year of birth. Okay. So the identity that you're taking on, and the identity that is sort of being displayed out there, is this 5 of Cups energy, which is, look at all that I've lost. Look at how I haven't been able to go on this trip, or this 2 months of summer are gone. But what I want you to see is, of the 5 months, 2 months have been fabulous. And I want you to remember that there's a lot of emotion in this card because it's cups and there's the river here, but there's a bridge and a castle, and you're, one of those cups may have contained poison. So this is a important thing to remember, that yes, there is loss in illness and in frustration with the summer and this cycle, but there's also something that's building, and there's still things that you have. The Mercury energy, the communication energy, is the 10 of Cups. So this is important to know, like, you have support, you have this emotional fulfillment, that there is this communication of, and this Mercury energy in your life of ultimate, like, emotional fulfillment. And one of the best cards in the deck, right, is this emotional fulfillment. What to do? I want you to understand that the mind over matter. I want you to understand this 8 of Swords energy. So this is the thumb, the doer. The action to take is this 8 of Swords, which is to realize that you're not bound. It is that there's this illusion of being bound, this illusion of more difficulty. Of course, every time I'm sick, I think I'm going to be sick for the rest of my life, right? And it's like 4 days later and I'm okay because I'm a big baby. But and I know this is a deeper issue. I'm not trying to diminish or minimize what you're going through. But what I'm saying is, there's an opportunity to shift your mindset about it, and that's one of the actions. What is against you? I want you to watch out for overconsumption. I want you to watch out for this. This is what the Mars of the situation is. This is what you're battling. So you're battling this 9 of Cups, which is the emotions. In a positive way, this is generosity and the feast, and it's the many cups of wine and all that stuff. But when it's in this position of what are you battling, this is overconsumption, this sort of emotionally connected, actions that may not be aligned with your future goals. In the Moon, which is here, what is your unconscious saying about this? You have the Lovers, and since it's the last day of Pride, you got to check out this Lovers card. Isn't that cool? The gender swapping of the lovers. That's a very magical, very metaphysically powerful image, that like you have anima and animus in you. We all do both, right? So this Lovers card is about that, like your intuition, it will guide you to love. Your intuition can guide you to this sense of understanding both your anima, your animus, yourself, your deeper self, that hidden part of yourself that that intuition that is really there. It's a major arcana card, and it's the second one to show up for you. So it's really important that you structure yourself on the Empress, this feminine aspect, and that you really embrace the love for yourself, even in the midst of challenges during the summer. The Venus of the situation, which is here on your hand, it is the five of wands. And again, this is the struggle of transformation. So that has me think of embrace the suck, embrace the struggle, honor the struggle. If a butterfly doesn't struggle to emerge from the cocoon, the blood doesn't go from the body to the wings and it dies. Part of the transformation that must happen is a little bit of a struggle. And I see you struggling with this in this card reading. And they're part of the transformation of looking at something is understanding how important that struggle is to build your muscles, to build your fortitude, to build your emotional stability, your physical stability. That's really what I'm getting from this.
Beautiful. There's so much that echoes in your numbers with what Jim just read. You are an 8 personality, which is a power number, but it does have to do with balance, especially in terms of reciprocity of giving and receiving. Like the power of the 8 is unlocked. If you think that the 8 is like a boat, if the boat is giving more often than receiving, it doesn't get to move. Whereas when you release that and you give and receive in balance, it unlocks the power of the 8. So the 8 is about abundance. There may be ways that you are very abundant in your life, as well as like leadership qualities. Good with the group is usually 8. But if there's a way that you're struggling with receiving, you may be able to receive in a certain way, but especially with that 5 of Wands in your Venus area, that says there's some block in terms of receiving that may be creating some sort of illness within you. You're a 7 life path, which is the spiritualist. And I would say also, and you think outside of the box, you're unconventional as an Aquarius, both with your sun and moon. You have more mental energy that you work with. And I would say with that mental energy, with your Jupiter card being Page of Wands there, you have this ability, or opportunity is the best word, to have curiosity and put your fire energy, your childlike wonder, your mental energy into curiosity of what is this illness showing up for me as. You can ask that question. Why are you here? What purpose are you serving? What are you here to teach me? Why are you here? What are you communicating to me? And it's communicating through the body. So it's something that is saying either, to me, what I'm getting from this is you either need to balance that 8 energy of giving or receiving. My intuitive sense is that you are more of the generosity person. You're more of the giver person. There may be ways that you feel very abundant, but I question, are there areas in which you can receive more? Is there some block or challenge to the receptive nature? That's what that Venus energy is telling me. And that 9 of Cups energy is saying that there's an overindulgence somewhere too. I don't know if it's emotional overindulgence where you're thinking about something too often, too much. Like, is there something that you obsess upon, or that it's almost like touching the wound? I would say getting curious about the wound instead of the 8 of Swords, that containment, that captive energy. You can say, get curious and say, what are you here for? Why? Where am I out of balance in terms of giving and receiving? Where am I abundant? Where am I not abundant? And if you can answer that, then you can tip that power of the 8 and let it express. So that's my read.
Yeah,
88. You are an abundant person. Yes, number. You know 8. You live 8. Absolutely.
Yeah. So from the Familiar Pocket Oracle coming out at the end of July, I pulled the focus card, the Hawk and Pine.
Message too.
Very cool.
So one of the things that I get from this is, I know Jessica.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we, of course, I've known her through all of the interactions online, but we got to meet in Spirit Northwest.
Oh, awesome.
Which is
Oh
why I
my
love a
God.
conference.
Cool.
Great
Why? It's a
conference.
great conference. I'm gonna be a keynote
Keynote
next year. Yeah,
Yay.
there. I'm very
And
excited.
Portland. Oh my gosh. Keep
It's so
Portland
good.
weird.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Portland.
So, one of the things that I'm getting from this, there's a couple of things. So, in doing a little armchair reading on what the cards that Jim pulled, I think we have to also acknowledge that you have, because of this chronic illness that you're dealing with, it is not a match for our culture.
Right.
This is part of the problem. We live in American culture where you're just having to, like, honestly be like a workhorse for your whole life until you can't, they send you to the glue factory. Basically.
Oh, shit. It's
That's true,
Yeah,
right?
it's terrible.
It's really like this hustle culture, productive, be productive all the time. Um, and what it doesn't allow for is that empress energy of just
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
and
Right.
feeling valued for just being.
Yeah.
And so I think that part of the internal conflict that you may be experiencing is also exacerbated by this mismatch between our culture and your reality.
Right.
So what the thing that was coming through from me also is that in shamanic traditions throughout the world, we see the different person being celebrated and honored because of their special gifts.
Yes.
Right.
And what this may be part of the focus that we need to bring here, which is not not only I lack or I lose or I've lost in this area, but also, like you're saying, with the balance, what are the gifts that go hand in hand with my disability?
Mhm.
What are the gifts that go along with my disability?
Mhm.
Is it the fact that we have talked before about you get to do more? I mean, you get to do high level magic, honestly, because you have to do magic without any tools. You have to do magic of visualization and magic of dream work because you don't have the energy to get up and do a candle spell,
Mhm.
which takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Shockingly, candle magic takes a lot of
It's
energy.
like cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot do it when
Literally.
you're, it sounds like, oh, you're just putting, no, there's a lot of energy expended. So I think part of it is reframing. Part of it is putting your focus on, I'm not, and acknowledging the loss, but likewise also bringing the focus to what is it that I am being led to, or where can my gifts really shine, or how can I express my magic, and what the thing is, which is screwed up, is those are the things that our culture doesn't.
Want to pay you for.
No, they will if you know
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but that it is seen as being unproductive.
Right.
Dreaming, daydreaming, visualization, your head's in the clouds, you're not being practical, you're not producing. And so to get out of, I think, to rebel, maybe even against the the societal vision of you being this workhorse that's going to be worked to death,
Right.
and sent out to the glue factory when you're done, to being like, no, I am outside of that.
So true.
I am not even I don't participate in that. I see it for what it is, and I refuse to participate in that because my body won't even allow me to participate in
right.
that.
Mhm.
So that's one thing that
And that was the moon. In the moon position is this lover's card.
yeah.
It's so cool.
So then the other thing that I see is with focus and pine, that this summertime, if you can, number one, keep your eye open. You may find information
Yeah.
if you do some research and you have the energy to at some point do some research, you may find some information. Oh, oh, that's okay. Thank you. Also helpful. I missed you, Madam Pammy. I shouldn't let my pain and illness keep me from being around. Well, you're here now. That's
Yeah.
what matters, right?
Yeah.
That is totally what matters. So I think number one, keeping your eye open for new information about your situation. We've talked before about like functional medicine, because if you have a systemic thing, functional medicine is the way to go, because it's about bringing your body back into balance and alleviating this. And functional medicine, you might go like, oh my gosh, those are really expensive doctors, blah blah blah. You can find a lot of information about people that have had chronic illness online for free. You can read a book for 20 bucks. You can get a book and learn about functional medicine and and not have to necessarily pay for an expensive doctor if that's a concern. So that, I think, keeping your eye open and being in that place of knowing, I mean, like a hawk isn't looking down at a field and seeing mice everywhere that they're going to eat. They're looking down and finding that one mouse in the giant field. And that's what you have to do, is find that one piece
Right.
of information. You don't have to find all the information. Like, hook onto that one piece of information, go for it, find out more. You may find that that solution is simpler than you know, and that you will get some relief. The other thing that I say about pine energy is if you're finding things are like it's heat that is causing a lot of issues, which can, you know, it can kill people. Heat can kill people, right?
Mhm.
So if heat is exacerbating your symptoms, or maybe it's pollens in the air, try going up to a little higher
Yeah.
elevation.
Yes.
Although that is evolution, higher states
Very
of
good.
being, right?
Yes, very good.
But going up to higher elevations like that pine forest, where it's a little bit cooler,
Yeah.
where you can be around that, maybe even smelling the trees can be really healing for you. If you can do a forest bathing, it doesn't even have to be a walk in the forest. It can be getting one of those foldable chairs and sitting in a forest, because what forest bathing is about all those phytochemicals that are exuded by the trees, by the earth, all of those scents being very, very healing. It's like the ultimate aromatherapy. So if you can just get yourself into a forest, and a cool forest, you may have some alleviation of your symptoms, and certainly some healing is going to happen. But I would keep my eye out for information. Keep your hawk eye out and find that
Mhm.
information. And when you're having a good day, spend a little time doing some research, finding out more about functional medicine, trying functional medicine techniques, like in the overindulgence, the like maybe there is a certain thing that you're ingesting that your body is absolutely
Right.
rejecting. And if you do an elimination diet and then reintroduce things, you may find that your symptoms are triggered, or your flare-ups are
Mhm.
triggered by a body reaction to a certain
Absolutely.
thing. And it doesn't have to be junk food. It can be things like, you know, wheat may be a problem,
peanuts,
or
Yeah,
peanuts may be a
iron.
problem,
We don't know.
or,
Yeah,
you know,
it
so
could be anything.
that's what functional medicine addresses. So I think that may be a good place to start doing a little bit more digging and
Is she
looking
in
into.
Portland?
Yeah.
There are 4 different resources available for financial aid for functional medicine. The National University of Natural Medicine has clinics in Portland, and their student program is sliding scale or is very inexpensive. OHSU, which is Oregon Health Sciences Hospital up on the hilltop there, they have integrative medicine and they have financial aid as well. Did you know there's a grant program to help people with out of pocket medical from United Way? 211, Chapter 211 is there in Portland. And the PAN Foundation, the Patient Advocate Foundation, also has grants to help people pay for out of pocket, medical treatment that is often integrated medicine isn't even covered by insurance, even if you have insurance.
Yeah.
So there are several resources. Of course, accessing those resources is by itself a full-time job. But again, these are some things. Maybe you've already looked at them, but I just realized.
Yeah. And your partner can help you
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And I just want to confirm what Pam had said about higher elevation and what you had said about the hilltop. Like that is triggering for me as a good place to go, because high elevation is good for you. You're not really of this earth. You are in hermit energy as a 7. So you going up to the mountain, like there may be a lot of development that is going on for you mentally and spiritually while your body is not able to participate, for lack of a better word. And there may be something that you are gaining in terms of high elevation is going to be good for you. That's just what I'm getting off of this. It may be that there's something spiritually and mentally as Aquarius, the night sky is also going to be good for you to gaze at, because hermit energy and Aquarius is that otherworldly energy. You may have,
Oh, Washington. Sorry.
yeah, you may have power and abundance to bring to this earth that your body opens up after you access that.
I forgot she came down from
The
Washington.
Pacific
Yeah.
Northwest. Yeah, I mean, you'll
Yeah.
have access to higher elevations and the night sky.
Get up to the
That's-
Cascades.
That's going to be good for you. And like Pam was saying, the fight
Maybe Seattle area. Maybe there's stuff in Seattle.
something
Sure.
high up, the
Yeah.
hilltop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that's good for
The
you.
Space Needle. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm totally joking.
Mountain and trees and
Yeah.
night sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's beautiful, magical Mount St. Helens, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my
or
gosh.
Rainier.
Well,
Rainier.
in Seattle, just the easiest is I-90 out to the Cascades.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
mountains are really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even just on a porch, like in that air and looking up at that night sky, there's something that you're developing behind the scenes spiritually that your body is not necessarily a part of, but it may unlock after you
Yeah.
access that.
So just do a Google search for Seattle Functional Medicine Clinic Financial Aid. That's what I did. Immediately, there's a bunch of resources in whatever city or town you're in, but definitely in Seattle. There's a clinic in Ballard. There's a bunch of stuff there. Or wherever you are in Washington, you can find it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jessica, we send you so much love.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Leslie, and after Leslie is Carol. So we're getting close to last call. Let me
Leslie,
do a little announcement real quick, because there's a couple new things that I really want you guys to know about that are really awesome, and I don't want you to miss out on them. So let me find them. Oops, I'm not ready yet for my share. Sorry. I gotta get the screen up. How do I stop it? Share this window? No. Oh no, that's not
wow.
what I want.
Kind of like
Stop. Oh crap. Wait,
we just
what am I
accessed the
doing?
portal.
Oh no. Love Witch, help me. Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh.
It's 'cause I'm on the call.
Oh my gosh.
Into the
Sorry, you
black
guys.
hole.
All right, let me get my slide here. Okay, here we go. Couple big announcements I want to share with you guys. All right, that wasn't it. Let me get in here. All right, hold on. It's very awkward to share a screen on this one, but here we go. Here we go. That's not what the one I want. Here's what I want. That's what I want to share. All right, there we go. All right, and I think it's there. Yep, there it is. All right, what I've been using today is the Familiar Magic Pocket Oracle. This is my latest creation, and it drops on July 28th. I am so excited about this. I got my copy here. It is gorgeous. Card quality is super great. Beautiful, small size, which is, I love it.
Everyone loves that.
Because you can throw it in your purse or your pocket, and you can go out in nature and do
Fits
readings.
in your
And
hands.
yeah, you can do a reading out in nature for an animal, for a plant, or for yourself. And this is what it's about. So go to familiaroracle.com and you can pre-order it for the new Pocket Oracle for you and for your familiar. You can also get a taste with a free reading. We've got like a great little app that you can go in, ask a question, put your reading, and you'll get a message.
So cool.
It's so cute. And
Very cool.
so this deck is very, very special because it is the first deck that, at least that I know of, that you can not only do readings for yourself, not only do readings for your friends, but you can also do readings for your animal friends and your plant friends. And so each card has a message and a meaning for a human, for an animal, and for a plant. So if you're like wanting to know, like, my plant doesn't look like it's thriving, my house plant do a reading for the plant, and it will be like, I need a change in my sun, or I need to be around other plants. It will tell you, the plant will tell you what it needs, which is an amazing way for you to be a plant communicator and an animal communicator. So go check it out at familiaroracle.com. Don't forget, questions about magic. We have a free live magic Q&A tea party every Sunday, except for first Sundays. First Sundays, we have our special coven Q&A called the Spirit Speakeasy. But the regular one takes place every Sunday, except for Sundays, at 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We also do a book or deck giveaway each week. So if you want to join in, go to spellsquad.com or sign up with that QR code. Tarot for Kindness is what we're doing right now. We do live tarot readings over YouTube for $10 per card on Sundays around 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Our partners at Suboten Harbor provide 2 weeks worth of groceries for over 300 seniors each month, and your donations help make that possible. We also do a book giveaway, and what we're going to be giving away this week is Llewellyn's 2026 Sun Sign book, as we're talking about astrology. So if you'd like a copy of that, get a reading, you'll be on the wheel. It's like we have, I think, like 7 or 8 people that have gotten a reading, so you got a good chance of winning. If wherever you are, if you're watching this right now, go to that subscribe button, hit it, and also hit the notifications bell. So if you happen to be on your phone or your computer, it'll give you a little reminder that we're here. And if you don't want to join us, you can ignore. But if you want to come in, you'll get a reminder that we're doing this. If you've got a subscription at Parlor of Wonders, you need to move it over at madampamita.com. Those subscriptions for workshops like the new moon, the full moon, the Slavic Sundays, or the Sabbath candle magic workshops. If you're not sure where your subscription is, you can go into chat and ask us. So go to chat on madampamita.com or chat on Parlor of Wonders. Either way, it's going to probably be the Love Witch that answers. So and then we'll help you get your subscription over to the right place. Got some live events coming up. Mystic South in Atlanta, Georgia in July in a couple weeks. Northwest Tarot Symposium in Portland, Oregon, end of July. Temple Fest in Charlton, Mass at the beginning of September. I'll be teaching at all these. Jessica can testify. It is a lot of fun going to these workshops and these conferences. You'll meet amazing people. Yeah. I will hang out with you. We will have a great time. I hung out with Jessica. We had lunch and breakfast a few times. Hung out with MC. Hung out with a lot of people from Parlor of Wonders land and Madame Pamita land. And we all got to hang out and be together and have real connection, which I love. That's what I love.
At a conference.
We met at a conference,
Wow.
right?
Yeah. We did not meet on Grindr.
We met at a conference. We did not meet on Grindr. And we met at a conference.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a little like backyard gathering where there were people showing their different modalities. I was doing tarot readings. Pamela London was doing yoga. Yeah. So this is where we meet people. Speaking of conferences, there's an amazing one coming up that I really want you to know about. I'm so pleased to be a part of this. This is the Witch Space virtual event. It's called The Witches Gather. There's going to be me and more than 20 other amazing teachers for the Witches Gather. It's a virtual witchcraft and magical arts convention. So you can do it wherever you are. No plane ticket, no hotel needed. It's going to be taking place August 14th through 16th. And early bird tickets, this is such a deal, you guys. Early bird tickets are only $49.99 until July 22nd. And they give you access to 3 days worth of magic and dozens of live virtual workshops. These are going to be recorded, so you'll have access to the recordings. But if you think about, there's going to be way more than there's 25 classes for sure. That's like $2 a class.
Yeah.
$2 a workshop. I'll be teaching Myth and Magic of Baba Yaga and the Animal Familiar Magic class. I would love to have you join me. I'd love to see your beautiful shining faces there, whether I just see your name in the chat or whether we get to turn on the cameras. Either way. So get your tickets now before July 22nd and join me in August. You go to madampamita.com/witchspace to sign up. We'll love to see you there. And you'll get not only the classes with me, but many, many other wonderful teachers. It is such an amazing deal, such a good deal. So hope you'll do that. Our July Cancer new moon is Dajbo. We'll be working with Dajbo, the sun god, the summer sun god, generous spirit that he is. This is about opening up abundance, prosperity, and wealth, tangible wealth in our lives. So great spell to be doing for prosperity or money magic. And it is a gorgeous spell. It closes on July 1st. So you have a couple more days to get in on it. And then our new moon is on July 14th. Just go to newmoonspells.com and you can see all about it. Our full moon workshop, next one coming up is July 29th, Shamanic Rituals of and Everyday Life. July 5th, our Slavic Sundays workshop. That's going to be my birthday. That is my birthday. Slavic Bathhouse Rituals and Magic. And then August 2nd, we'll be doing Slavic Harvest Magic. You can subscribe and save 25% or more. You guys?
You have an audience.
Yeah, live audience. Film before a live studio audience. Sabbath Candle Magic Workshop. Next one coming up is July 30th for Lamas. We'll be doing candle spell layouts, which is an amazing. This is the first time I'm teaching an entire class about layouts. We're going to go very, very deep. So if you think you know everything about candle magic, guess what?
Oh, yeah.
You don't. But you will after you take these deep dive classes that go very, very deep into this. I mean, this is going to be beyond even what my book has because I get to go so deep and spend this time with you. And
How many people walk up to Madame Pamita? I know everything there is to know about candle magic. Can you imagine?
Like,
well, if they do, they probably do. If they do, I think probably Jackie Smith could come up to me and say. But I think you know what? The more you know, the more humble you are, and the more you realize you don't know.
That's actually very
so
true.
I often go like, I'm still learning more about candle magic.
Worse,
You know,
the
I'm
more you
never
know.
saying I know it all. Do you love our witchcraft workshops but find them financially out of reach? We do have scholarships. Go to madamepamita.com/scholarships. We offer a limited number of scholarship spots each month for students in need. We designed these scholarships for people from marginalized communities that are struggling, right? So LGBTQ plus, BIPOC people, immigrant population, anyone who's faced economic hardships. We basically wanted to give our scholarships to everyone that the current political administration was targeting, right?
People with disabilities.
Exactly. So please feel free to partake in those, and we have those scholarships there for you. Don't forget, you can leave a review at madamepamita.com and you'll be entered into our monthly giveaway. Each review you leave this month will be in for this month's giveaway. You'll get 30-minute session with me. It could be one-on-one magical coaching, a tarot reading. It could be a spirit guide session. It could be a past life reading, whatever you want. Maybe it's just you want to ask me questions about magic, like what magic do you suggest for something? I mean, it can be really anything. It's just your one-on-one time with me. Our May winner was Tanya Z. You could be our June winner. Just go leave reviews at madamepamita.com, or if you want to find out more, go to magicgiveaway.com. Lastly, don't forget our Spell Squad forum. You can take a break from doom scrolling and learn and connect in our private and supportive Spell Squad forum. Go to madamepamita.com/Spell Squad forum to sign up. You'll get magical content and conversations all week long. There's a workshop and event calendar. Every workshop, every event that we're doing is up on that calendar. So if you want to know when something is happening this month, you'll see the whole month and all the way to the end of the year. It's a super loving and supportive community. A lot of you guys are already on there. You know, Jessica knows it's like a wonderful community. You won't feel so alone and so isolated in your magical practice. You can share and get helpful information. We also have exclusive giveaways. I just, earlier this month, we did a 7-day magic herb share, and everyone who completed the 7 days got a $25 gift certificate to Madame Pamita.
Cool.
Everyone that completed it. So it's not even like the Wheel of Fortune where you have a chance. If you do it, you'll get a prize or a reward. So there's so much more. So you can go to that QR code or go to madamepamita.com/Spell Squad forum. All right, so let's get back to our readings. We've got Leslie and then we have Carol. Don't forget to stick around till the end to see if you've won a prize, or come back to this after we've recorded to see if you've won a prize. Make sure to look and see, because everyone who gets a reading today is eligible to win Llewellyn's 2026 Sun Sign book. So, all right, sent 45 on PayPal with prayers for Ukraine. Is there something I need to do to mend family fences? Okay, so who's doing the tarot?
When?
When?
Oh, I think I'm on tarot. Okay,
Okay.
yes. Is there something I need to do to make fences for Leslie? Please give me information for Leslie about mending family fences. I'm gonna do. What did we have? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do a shadow highlight. That's actually 5 cards, so I'm just gonna throw it in.
Yeah, just do 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
45
not doing
rounds.
birthday, but
Yeah, 45
significant
rounds
set
up to
of
5.
numbers.
Okay. And then I will 060122. Okay. 11 energy. That the family's in there. That's the hive energy. That's the 06. The 11 is high priestess energy. That's telling me that the Akashic records, your inner knowing, there's information to pull down about that. You have something that you know. You have inner wisdom that knows, and you want to serve with that with the 2. So there, and the fact that there's those zeros in between with that 6, there's potential there. There's void energy that's potential around the family, but it's creating space.
Adds up to 9.
Yeah. So 9 is
How do you get 9? I got
6, 7,
10.
8, 9.
It's
Yeah, it's
10.
10.
10.
Yeah. So I
Oops.
think
Math.
with that zeros around the 6, that is full energy. That is the void. That is potential. There's something where the family has extra room around it, but your 11 energy, which is also 2 energy, says that you can serve with your higher knowledge. You can ask for that information and it will come to you. But let's see what your shadow highlight is here. What is, yeah, okay. Okay. All right. So the central focus of this reading, what's happening right now, is that there's 3 of Wands energy. That's future related. That's looking to the potential of the future, what can be created. It's 3 energy. So what can we create? It's looking out into the horizon to wait for the ships to come back in that have been sent out. And this is often a card of someone looking upon the vast swath of their empire, dreaming upon what they want to build. So this is a future related card. You're saying what can happen with the family in the future, and it's a dreaming card. So staying in that dream energy is a good place to be. That's kind of where you're at right now. What's in shadow? It's not actually a mystery. This is 10 of Wands, oppression, carrying too much. I'm seeing that one thing that you may not be seeing right now is, are there things that you are carrying that are not yours? Usually with 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands is success, and 4 of Wands is the 4 wands too many that is making the burden unbearable. It's also, you're almost at the end of this struggle. So one question that's really going to help you is there something that I'm carrying that is not mine to carry? That's going to allow you to put down those 4 extra wands and just have success. Not doing birthday. Yeah, you got the significant numbers. What has been in the past, what's fading away, is 4 swords energy. There may have been a lot of silence between family members. This is a card of rest and recuperation. This is a card of stepping back out of the action to think things over. So I'm getting the sense that not only have you been thinking things over, but other parties have been silent while they're thinking about things. So it's rest and recuperation. But now there's thinking about what can be in the future. What is approaching is 9 of Cups in the reverse. There may be some fear, doubt, or resistance that you're going to get the happy ending that you want. But yet the energy of 9 of Cups is here. This is a wish fulfilled. So this is the wish fulfillment card, but the fear, doubt, and resistance of you doubting that can happen. I would say, do you have fear? In what ways are you doubting that the family can come together? And what ways can you remove fear? What if the family doesn't come together? Like, how can you allow this 9 of Cups energy to come in? Because that is your future energy that is coming in. Yeah, there's some sort of fear, doubt, or resistance about the wish fulfillment coming true. And this is also banquet. So is there some way that the getting together at banquets have been a problem, or is there a new way of defining what is the family coming together? And then the highlight is Page of Wands in reverse. So this is fire energy. This is enthusiasm. This is learning. Is there something new that you can learn about this situation, or is there something new that you can learn from your family? Like getting curious is actually going to be helpful, highlighted energy. If you can get curious and ask them things that you don't know about them, there may be a way that you have to let the old storyline go. That's all oppressive energy, and get curious. This is like one wand, new fire energy, curiosity, youthful energy. That may help you with getting to this dreaming land. And like, these are both creative cards. What can we create that's new? And that may help you release this, oh, the wish can't be fulfilled. I can't have the happiness. I can't have the satiety. Like this is feeling full. This is feeling satiated, feeling emotionally satisfied, emotionally fulfilled, my happy ending. So that wants to be here, but there's something resisting there. I think it's the old storyline. Getting curious is going to help you with that.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah. This is number 41 of the Dream Song Oracle, and it says, "Bring the exile home."
Ooh, love.
And I just
show the
oh
cards.
yeah, sorry.
Love.
No, see, here's the back. Isn't that cool? Bring the exile home.
Love that.
I want to read an excerpt from the meaning of this card, because this isn't punishment, nor is it permanent. Your quest for connection is a holy one. Listen to that. Your quest for connection is a holy quest. Now is the time to apprentice yourself to your lostness, to companion your longing by asking, what does that longing want from you? Drop down into the wound of your unbelonging and listen to the melody found there. Its song calls you towards true home, where the exile no longer has to fit in, but where it simply belongs. So I see this as you're very aligned with what Gwen was talking about. And maybe it's dive into this exile sense, this feeling of disconnection, and see like what's there, what needs to be allowed and what needs to be. And I think there's some of that energy that will help you shift that focus and flip things around.
Okay, card that I pulled from the Familiar Pocket Oracle for you is Snake and Ivy Transformation.
Yeah.
So when I think of a snake and how rich and how meaningful, how deep that energy is, and darn you, Jim, you just made me cry. That's what it says.
Oh,
I'm
like, I did, Pam? Oh,
yeah.
Leslie. I think you know Leslie from the conferences.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know Leslie.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So with it should be Damn It, Jim, like in the
Damn it, Jim.
like in the
In Star Trek.
Star Trek, right?
Doctor and an engineer.
Damn it, Jim. All right, so let's talk about Snake. So this is not light and fluffy.
Right.
Snake is extremely powerful, extremely mystical. And if you think about what the transformation of the snake, it's the snake shedding the old skin,
Right.
and going through that process. What this card tells me is that transformation can happen, exactly what they were saying, that this state of where things are now is not how it's always going to be. The transformation is possible, and you need to get into that place of, you know, that consciousness of transformation. It's not only transformation for your relationships, it's transformation for you too.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that I would say is, without even considering them, who do you want to be?
Hmm.
If you want to,
Absolutely.
if you have, like, you have to have a vision of what your end transformation goal is. I think without that, it's going to just feel like you're circling the drain and you're dealing with all the emotions. But I think now we can get to a place of progress,
Mhm.
not even considering the family. Who do you want to be?
Yeah.
Who do you want to be when you grow up, Leslie? I ask myself that question all.
Oh,
Who do I
yeah.
want to be when I grow up?
And you're worthy of that.
Right? Who do you want to be? Then do the work, just your work. I wouldn't even worry about those relationships out there. Do your personal transformation work. A lot of this has to do with, I think, for you, having a place that you can mother. So if you are not having the access to mother your children, then who will you mother? Are you going to mother your friends? Are you going to channel that energy into caring for the loved ones who are around you? Are you going to channel that energy into caretaking projects and ideas? Are you going to channel that energy into caring for an amazing, beautiful fur baby in your life? So, where are you going to put that energy? That's part of the transformation. I don't think if you have that mothering desire within you to just say, well, I can't do it and I'm going to push it down and I'm not going to do that. It doesn't, it has to be expressed in some way. So you might not have access to mothering them, but you can put that mothering energy into a project, into friendships, into other aspects besides family, into a wonderful relationship with animals, right? Oh, thank you. Wait until you see me at the next conference. You answered how I need to let go.
Oh my God, awesome.
So I think there's another part of snake. Snake is associated with Baba Yaga. And I think going into, like, Baba Yaga, she resides in the lower world. When we go down into the lower world, the Nav, when we go down into the Nav, the lower world, we're going down into the world of ancestors. We're going down into the world of wild nature. And we can go down into that world in a vision journey and do our transformative work. So this could be something that I think also could be really important, is to make friends with maybe those dark goddesses, because they will understand your pain. They will be there for you in a way that I think maybe the lighter aspects of the goddess may not be so helpful right now. But to get to those, to understand, like Inanna and Ereshkigal, I find that when I'm going through something really flippin' hard, I lean into the myth of Inanna and Ereshkigal. And if you don't know that myth, go find it.
Powerful.
It's about losing everything and not losing yourself. It's about transformation. It's about what happens when we lose. What happens when we lose everything? We get to our core. We get to the center and the core of who we are. And then we build from there. So if you look at that descent of Inanna story, you will be able to relate to it, because it is a horror movie, basically, isn't it? I mean, it really is. But it is a myth that is there to bring something to us. And I have found it to be extremely useful when you're in that state where you're like, I'm out in the middle of the sea and I don't even know, there's no life raft and I'm just floating out here. And where am I going to go? What am I going to do? What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, this is horrible. This will help you to understand what is happening so that you can do this transformation. So I would lean into the dark goddesses, lean into the Ereshkigal myth and Inanna myth, lean into who do I want to be? Who do I want to transform to? It's time for a transformation. Who do I want to be? Also remembering there are other places to channel all of that love that you have. You can send your loved ones love from a distance. but you can channel that energy directly into projects that you care about, volunteering situations. I know you're a huge volunteering person, like volunteering, circle of friendship, creating something, stewarding something. So yeah.
Love
The
it.
Descent of Inanna is an extremely important story with many people who do coven work or who do witchcraft with others, because a lot of times that's the way and the methodology of crafting an experiential ritual for someone is to follow the path of that story. So being familiar with that story is huge, and I have such amazing connection with the Descent of Inanna because I've been through those experiences that have been crafted by others, experiential ritual where we have been subjected to losing everything and having that ego death or that losing everything and understanding what is my core.
Yeah.
And so that is something that some people have facilitated in person, a representation of that. Pretty intense experience.
One of the other things I didn't even get to is the ivy. And if you look in this card, I told that artist, you need to add all kinds of details, and there are some beautiful details. Look at those origami cranes and butterflies in there. A piece of paper transformed into a butterfly, free, transformative, right? Like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Ivy isn't a direct path. Ivy twists and turns. Ivy thrives and like, oh my gosh, does it ever? I have an ivy plant that I've been trying to eliminate and it keeps coming back. 4 more families must be fed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
That's so wonderful.
So I say that the path to the transformation for the relationship with your family might be a little twisty turny. It's not going to be direct. So by being a twisty turny snake where you can just navigate around the bumps of things, I think that's going to be the path.
Yeah.
It's going to be the path.
So aligned. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
This is so fun.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Oh my gosh, Leslie, we love you so
Sending
much.
all our love, Leslie.
We love you so
Mwah.
much. Yeah. Last is Carol. So this is the last call, everyone. Carol thank you so much, Leslie, and thank you for your extra donation. You're so kind. You're so incredibly
amazing.
See, look at your mothering energies going into taking care of
Already,
these
yes.
cutie little seniors
I know.
that are like starving, and we're helping them. All right. So then our last reading.
You do the tarot.
I'm
for
doing the
Carol.
tarot. Oh, for Carol. Okay. Victory to Ukraine. Thank you, Carol. Sending energy for peace and sending lots of love and support to all in Ukraine. $10, 10, 12, 1961. What do I need to know this week? Great. We'll do a 2-card reading and we'll check it out.
10, 12, 1961.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okie doke. Here we go. Okay, you got work for this month. You know, if we go, what do I know for this week? This month, this week. All right. So the first thing that I see with this week is this is where your focus needs to go. 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords energy, people don't like seeing this card. It's not an easy card. I'm not going to lie and pretend that it's a fluffy and easy card. It's not an easy card. It is a card about emotional pain, but it is emotional pain, not a cup. It's caused by swords, thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. Those 3 swords of thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that we have that are creating our own emotional pain. So that's some deep work to do. It's reflective work. It is looking deeply within. And it is saying, why am I feeling pain? And what am I doing to create?
Someone's at the door.
Yeah, you want to go. It might be food for the kids. What am I doing to? Oh, it might be Vicky. Let's see, who is it? Vicky. Vicky, come on in. Yeah, come on in. Come in. I'll show you where it is. My friend, we had a party yesterday. If you go on the counter, you'll see the bag. Okay. um, so when we have Three of Swords energy is thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that are creating pain. So we have to do some reflective work to see why we're experiencing pain. What are my thoughts that are contributing to my pain? What are my beliefs that are contributing to my pain? What are my what maybe even miscommunications that are contributing to my pain? Begin there. So if you're looking at pain points, whether it's like things that are out in the world, the interpersonal experiences that you're having, look to see where your pain points are. You know what it probably, honestly, most of the time is? You have a limiting belief about something. Like, for example, oh, you know, Carol, I know what you're going through. So I'm going to give an example. I can't get another job. I have to suffer at my job. That's a limiting belief. It's too hard for me to find another job because I'm very experienced. I have a lot of work under my, years under my belt in the workforce, and it will be too hard for me to find a job. You can find a different situation. So if that's, I know because of readings that we've had in the past, that's a pain point. Work and career is a pain point for you. So look to see where your ideas, your thoughts, or your beliefs are limiting you and causing pain for you.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's the work this week.
And it's also the work of this. Oh, sorry. I'll continue. I'm sorry. I'm getting so much off your reading.
The other thing I see is when you remove those swords from your heart, look what you get. 8 of Wands. Things move forward with joy, with optimism, with focus, and you move forward. This is like, I believe that there's blocks. There are no blocks. Bingo, mind blowing, right? That I believe that there's something that, I can't, but once you remove that sword, you just go and you do it and you create everything that you're wanting. 8 of Wands is about having focus and moving swiftly toward the goal. No blocks in the road, but it requires focus. So it is examining your own beliefs that are causing you pain and then questioning those beliefs, questioning those ideas, questioning those thoughts. Is that really true? A great example is, oh, there are no jobs out there because unemployment is high. I'm just whatever, right? I won't be able to get a job. Do you think that nobody gets a job when unemployment is high? Of course, people get jobs. Yes, that might be true for the aggregate, but it does not have to be your story. So once we get out of the limiting thought, the thought that is creating pain for us, guess what? You can go forward. You can get something that is an amazing job, start your own business, do a million other things that aren't this painful position that you're in. So it takes some courage to do this work, but this week you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. And it's so good. It's so funny because it so overlaps with what your numerology says. You basically have 3 more months of suffering at this job. I'm not kidding. You're in your 4 year right now. You are a 22-4 personality master builder. That's your personality. And then your life path is a 3, which is the creative, the expressive. So really, in order to feel satisfied and fulfilled, you're going to need to create or express something that can show up in terms of communications work. That could be as a writer, that could be as like a DJ, it could have something to do with words, it could have something to do with art. You definitely need expression of some sort. Or the three energy can also, it's usually creation and expression, but it can also manifest as like abundance in social settings too. 3 is a very social number. So with that master builder personality and the 3, building something on your own is going to also be important. And you're a Libra, so you're very diplomatic. The thing is that in the 4-year, you can feel very constricted. Like you could be experiencing that gilded cage energy, like the 4 walls around you. And what you're doing in a 4-year is you're determining your nest, you're pouring the cement, and you're deciding what is in and what is out. The boundaries of the 4-year can feel very constricting, but you're deciding who gets to stay in, who gets to go out, where are my walls, where are my boundaries, where are my definitions. And then in your 5-year, which begins on your birthday, 10, 12, this coming year, that is 5, which is liberation energy. That is the little nest egg that you've been hatching right now. If you think of yourself as a chick that is like dreaming and deciding, that's when you break through the eggshell, and that's when things bust open. So what your job is right now is to dream of that building energy. And decide is a big word for you right now. Decide what's in, what's out, what's valuable to you, what's not valuable to you. What do you want to take with you? What do you want to get rid of? Like it's a lot of sort of legalistic determining energy. It will feel like you're in a cage for the next 3 months, but come your birthday, that's the liberating time. 5 energy is restless. You may even travel. Things get thrown way up into the air. And you're going to need to create something, most likely through expression, in order to feel satisfied. So that's where you're going. Freedom's coming in October.
Okay, what do you have?
I missed what you guys said, but I think that's kind of cool because
Yeah.
this is going to be, will this
Fresh.
resonate or
It'll be
will
fresh.
it match or not?
Yeah.
You got the card that says, and I pulled this at the beginning, grab your monster by the tail. And this,
Whoa.
Very cool. Get ready, in other words.
I don't know if this matches or not, but what this card is saying is, look, we're waiting for you to act with power and with grace. We're ready for you to take on and grab that dragon, grab your demon, grab your hidden self by the tail and bring it around into your conscious and look at it and say, you are now my ally, not my adversary.
Mhm.
And I'm going to ride this dragon to my, success.
I'm not
Does that
afraid of you
match-
anymore.
Does that at all match what you
It
guys are
does.
talking
It's
about?
empowerment. Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that Carol's dealing with is a work situation that is not great. So that can also be like, I'm going to
Yes.
I'm going to face that fear.
yeah, the fear of I have to stay in that situation, which is
Right.
limiting belief.
Listen,
Right.
oh my, that's so funny because the end of this says, so many of us sweep our fears under the rug where they'll be less threatening, less likely to disrupt our comfort. This moment right now, Carol, challenges you to stand in your power and confront what seems overwhelming, intimidating, or downright scary. Crisis, oh, listen to this. Crisis is the companion of opportunity.
Absolutely.
Never let a good crisis go to waste. Look beyond the surface of your fear to the gifts that are hiding deep within it.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
this is what's so cool about the cards
I
is
know.
even I had to go
Yeah.
do all that and come back and read without, like, it's not a cold
Yeah.
reading. It's really just the alignment
Yeah.
of the pattern.
It's so cool how it all
Yeah.
talks to each other.
Oh my gosh.
You're absolutely amazing.
All right. So all of you, first of all, thank you to Nina, BG, Evelyn, Dadina, Jessica, Leslie, and Carol. You are all going to be on the wheel. Let's get to that wheel. Oh, did it work?
We were trying to send confetti.
It doesn't work on here.
No.
No,
No.
should
Okay.
it doesn't work. No, sorry.
No. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
sorry.
We're just being kids.
We can't be bad kids in this room.
All right, let's get our wheel up. So as we do each week, everybody who has gotten a reading gets to go on a wheel. We spin that wheel and we do a giveaway. Look at that. It's 6 people, 1 in 6 chance of winning
Mhm.
the Wellens 2026 Sun Sign. I'll mail it out to you. But if we don't have your information, I think most of you, we have your mailing information. But if you haven't purchased anything at Parlor of Wonders, or we don't know who you are, like BG,
No, we have her.
Oh, you do?
Yep, she just bought a honey jar.
Oh, Okay, great.
So she
All right.
wins. So I'll put it in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to you. All right.
BJ, I'm also gonna add some honeysuckle for you. So I have that
Oh
note
my
in there. So
gosh.
we'll put a little packet, lassie packet for you as a
Nice.
gift.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. All right. So let's spin that wheel and see who our winner is. Leslie.
Yay!
Leslie, we do have your address. So, all right. Leslie, thank you so much. All right. So, that's it for this. Let's see how much money was brought in. I think, Leslie sent in some extra, so I don't know what that was. 40, 50, 90, 178 on 88. 20. I don't know, man. That's hard math for me. Come on, math girl, number girl.
5, 95, 188, 103, 113, 130. I don't know. I'm losing
It was
track
8.
too.
Yeah, it just add up 88 and 45.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. 88 and 45. What's that?
13, 12, 133.
133. It's 233.
Okay.
Plus whatever Leslie extra that Leslie donated. So 233 plus whatever Leslie donated. I'll go check it out on PayPal. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thanks, you guys.
We're so grateful to have you. Don't forget, you can find James Devine at parlorofwonders.com.
Yes.
You can find me at Parlor of Wonders and also at madamepemita.com. And Gwen is a mystery,
You
wrapped
can
in an
find-
enigma. Wrapped. Are you sure you're not a Scorpio?
No.
You give up.
I'm private Pisces.
Private
but
Pisces.
I'm around. I can be found.
We can find her if you
Yeah.
really want.
Contact
Gwen,
either of these.
talk to
for the
either of us.
for the right amount of money.
Yeah. She'll
I'll
suddenly
give you
appear.
all her information.
Yeah, that's right. I'll dox her to you for the right
I'm
amount of
not
money.
I'm not that hard to find.
You are hard to find.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back again next week. Next week we have a workshop, so we'll be starting it at 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Hope you'll join us again next week. Also, next week Sunday's my birthday. You better come and celebrate with me.
Yeah, it better
Come
be
on.
a full house.
Yeah, come celebrate with me. And let's have some fun. We'll do some more readings next week. All right, you guys, have a great week, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, and thanks to the Lovewood.